All right, this is Eric Anderson live from downtown Burleson. I'm at Poker House Fort Worth. We're playing an impromptu 1-2 cash game. All right, this is Eric. We honestly need a little more practice. This is all new software for me, and we plan on live streaming the feature table this weekend for our 50K guaranteed tournament. And I came in today a few hours early and said, can I get you guys, these guys were playing on a 1-2 game. I said, do you mind moving this over to the live stream just so my dealers can practice? I've got Andrea in the box. I've got Jackie running Action Tracker. I need my dealers to practice. I need my Action Tracker to practice. I need to do stuff to practice more so that we have a great event this weekend. And as you can see, I immediately forgot to turn on the table mic. So you're just going to have to listen to me for the first 10 minutes until I realize what's going on. Let's get to the action. It looks like Harry flopped a flush draw against Nate. We got the general manager taking advantage of the shift manager in a nice little pot. I didn't see how the action went because I was too busy talking to you guys, but they mix it up a lot. We're having a good time. A couple of the rules on the live stream table is we don't allow the button straddle like we do on the main game. If you want to straddle, then you have to go in order under the gun +1 for a double straddle, stuff like that. We've got Caesar in the 2 seat with $455. Harry in the 8 seat with $646. Brian in the 6 seat. Oh, this is cumulative winnings. I was wondering why they were in this order. So Caesar is up the most in the first 3 hands with $155. It looks like they're doing a bomb pot. Okay, so those of you who are not familiar with Texas poker, I don't even know if they're going to know if this whole hand you can probably just ignore because I don't think it's going to show up correctly. This is called a double board PLO bomb pot. What happens is everybody throws in $5 and you get a PLO hand, PLO pot limit Omaha. You get 4 cards instead of 2 cards. And then she immediately goes to the flop. There is no pre-flop betting. She immediately goes to the flop and puts out 2 boards. Now, this is pot limit. So you can only bet the maximum that's in the pot. And we can kind of follow along with the action. We can see that Neil just bet out, it looks like $15, and action's folding around. So all of the money in this pot is going to be split. Okay, somebody raised, and Neil's calling. Okay, it was over on the right-hand side of our screen, which makes me believe it was Harry raised, Neil called. Now she puts out a turn for both boards. A bet and a call. It looks pretty substantial. I can't wait to teach these guys how to run these on the software so this hand will make more sense next time. Now you can see she's splitting up the pot into 2 pots. One player will win the top board. One player will win the bottom board. The whole goal is to win both boards. I'm very bad at this game. If you follow me on Facebook, you can see I am constantly losing hundreds of dollars, but I'm trying to learn how to play. I really wish we could see what's going on right now. 2 aces. He folds the rest of it, and he shows a jack queen. So it looks like it's going to be a split pot. So no. Neil gets everything, it looks like. So I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Neil took all of the chippies. We could see that Harry, if it was Harry, I believe it was, we could see that Harry flopped top set. Neil, I already told you you can't straddle on the button. So you can see Andrea's telling him, and he takes it back. All right, now the chip stacks are going to be way off because Harry's going to be down a couple of hundred, and Neil's going to be up a couple of hundred. But we're on to the next hand. We are on a 15-minute delay, and they didn't come back and ask me anything, so I'm assuming everything's working correctly. Harry's got pocket queens. He's on the phone. He still has to work, even though he's playing. He makes it $10 to go. Folds over to Nate, who calls with a 3-4 offsuit in the low jack. Caesar limps in with ace king. Neil with pocket kings. He's going to take Harry to the cleaners again. Pocket kings versus pocket queens. Pat and Caesar both with ace king. This is crazy action. Neil makes it 35 with pocket kings, gets over to Harry. He makes it 150 with pocket queens. Nathan gets out of the way. Caesar's going, I've got ace king. And, man, with all this aggression, I'm just going to fold. Neil's got 2 kings. I don't see a situation where he doesn't 4-bet. Unless he wants to slow play to get Pat in. And it... No, Neil shoves it. $864. Harry snap calls. We got KK against QQ. This is bad for Harry. We've got an ace, deuce, tray on the flop. The ace kings would have won. The 6 doesn't help. Harry needs exactly a queen. Oh! He gets it on the river. Oh, wow. It looks like they're running it twice. Now, I don't know. You can tell Andrea right now is talking to Jackie in the back, telling her how to run it twice. And we've got a 7-5 deuce. And we've got a 4. Nobody has a diamond, so it's irrelevant. And we got a tray. So there's going to be a chop pot. That's $1,300 is going to be chopped up between them. And the ace kings would have won the second board with a straight, the wheel, and they would have lost to Harry on the top board. And actually, if we were 3 ways, 4 ways, it probably would not ran it twice. So that worked out well for both of the ace kings who folded. Harry, not so much. He would have got a quadruple up with his set on the river. I wonder how close these stack sizes are. Let's just kind of ignore stack sizes for a little bit, guys. We'll go and clean it up later. And we've been streaming for about 11 minutes now, so hopefully that... there I am. I'm going in there, and I'm realizing that I forgot to turn on the table mic 10 minutes ago. So let's see if I can fix that. All right, perfect. The sound sounds like it's working good. Hey guys, if you're in the chat, let's see what I can do. I'm handing out the microphones right now. I want to... I'm learning this software. Sorry guys, I need to find out where is my commentary. Where's my chat? If you guys are... Oh, there it is, chat. Found it. Okay. I'm gonna jump onto Facebook. If you guys are watching the stream right now, jump on and give me a hi. Hello. I'm gonna say good luck, everyone. I'm gonna jump onto Facebook. If you guys are watching the stream right now, jump on and give me a hi. All right, it's working. Somebody on YouTube, tell me hi so I can see that the YouTube chats are working. Ooh, Neil. Neil is living right. He's got a straight versus Brian's top two pair. Brian's not going anywhere. He's got less than $500. There's James on Facebook. Thank you, James. Ooh, let's listen to this now. Neil just raises it up. Brian leads out for $50 with two pair. Neil makes it $125 with the straight. He's got the second nuts. 9 jack would beat him, but he's got the second nuts right now. He's way ahead. Oh, he was way ahead. Now we got a full house for Brian. This is going to be a big one. Oh, snap call. Oh.
Nice.
Good time for the microphones to start working. Rojo Loco, thank you for your YouTube comment. Appreciate it. Big hand for Brian.
The turn was good. Well, the turn was good for me because he's calling the all in the river.
Wow. So we see Neil sweep a double board bomb pot, then get kings against queens and chop it, and then turn a straight and lose to a river full house. Action is fast and furious down here at Poker House Fort Worth.
Because here's the thing, I put in 150 and then I put in another 125, and I don't see another 250 in this pot that he would have put in.
This is 125, this is 125.
Yeah, so I'm saying, where's the money?
Okay. It sounds like Neil is questioning the pot.
Do I pull this back?
No. It was heads up to the turn.
That was the pot, half and half. That's the
You had 8, now you have 5. You lost $300.
Yeah, you lost $300. That's it.
So the 150 I bet originally, okay, and then I added.
Yeah, to make it the one. He
Okay.
put in 50 on the turn, and then he put in 75 to what I saw.
I thought the 150 I bet she dragged over here. I guess
No,
not.
It's
Okay,
not
okay.
25. No.
It's
El
there.
Bori.
He just added on to make it 3.
Rojo Loco is
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost like
125.
Big
is over
pot.
there. So then you
Big
bet
pot for a
150,
1-2 game.
Oh.
This is our third $1,000 pot.
Yeah, I just
In
thought this-
He didn't put in 150.
10 minutes?
But his
15
total bet
minutes?
was 343.
This is
Yeah,
great.
But I thought after on the river when I bet the 150,
He
I
went
thought
all
I saw
in.
her drag that into the pot.
That was still a 125 bet to make it that pot.
But on the river, so she didn't drag in the 150 I put out.
Not
So
you
he
went
called
all
that
in.
and then I just maxed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah. You bet 150, he had 343, and then you
Shift
called.
manager Nathan
150 was there.
explaining the action from the 1 seat.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.
But that pot, the 125, which you agree, you know.
Yeah, no, the pot was fine. I just, I thought I saw her dragging the 150.
No, that was the 125 she dragged.
Okay, okay.
Brian, big winner right now in hand 5, $533 up. That puts Neil down just about $500.
Man, lucky
Yeah.
bastard.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
You turned the straight.
No, I turned it straight.
He got 2 pair, and then Mo,
Crazy.
told you ain't going nowhere. Nice.
And I know he has something, and then when I see the 10 come down, I'm like, oh. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way he
Neil
has
was
two pair right
in
now.
his head probably saying, don't pair the board, no heart, don't pair the board, no heart. He had to dodge a flush or a full house. The full house comes home.
And then he's blue.
You put in both there.
They are learning how to use this software again. Remember, this is
There you go.
all
Oh, this has to be here.
for training right now. This is just a fun 1-2 game. If you guys want to play, we've got a couple of open seats right now. I can kick off those managers if you want to play. Harry and Nathan can both check out and let some players in here. If you want to jump on this stream, if you can get down here in the next, let's say, hour, because at 6:15 we are going to have another flight of our $150,000 guaranteed tournament. It is a $130 buy-in. We have $22,000 in the prize pool already. We have a flight tonight. We have a flight tomorrow morning. I think it's 10 o'clock, 10:30. We have a flight tomorrow evening at 6:15. We have a flight Saturday morning. We have a flight Saturday evening. Play down to 11% and bag your chips. Come back on Sunday in the money. That's one thing we're doing here. We are playing down to the money. If you have multiple stacks, I think I've got 3 people right now who have a second bag. You're immediately going to cash out your first bag for a min cash, which will probably be around the $250 range, $250, depending on how many players we get. We do have a $50,000 guarantee on this tournament. We are almost halfway there. All right, Andrea did not follow along with the action. We see that Caesar has pocket jacks, and that's as far as we went. I wonder what happened. So we're going to miss this hand. This is why we practice, guys. I don't want to do this while we're streaming a $50,000 event. I want to do this while we're streaming a 1-2 event, a little 1-2 cash game.
I do 40s.
I'm going to turn that table mic down a little bit. It was a little loud, a little static in the background. There it comes. There it comes now. I'm not sure what happened 15 minutes ago. But that's not a great run out for pocket jacks with ace on the flop, a queen, and oh,
You have enough plus?
okay.
Uh,
So we're gonna skip this whole hand. Yeah, we're gonna skip this whole hand. We were not ready for it, and everything got discombobulated.
Ooh, smells like burnt AC.
It really does. You hear in the background, he says it smells like burnt AC. We have we replaced our huge. They look like box trucks up there. It looks like the size of a small FedEx truck or a U-Haul trailer or something. There was 2 of them on the roof to keep this place cold, and I don't know what happened when I was gone, but they were replacing them this morning, and you could tell they when they turned them on, it smells like smoke is coming through those, all the soldering that's melted or whatever they did, burnt metal coming through the pipes. All right, now we're back on order. Mike's got the ace-5, calls 2. Neil makes it 15 with jack-5. That's interesting in the low jack. Folds around to Nate with ace-king. He's going to raise it up. Makes it 70. Neil says, I was just kidding anyway. Actions on Pat. He's got the 6-9 offsuit. For $55? I don't think so. He was just pretending. Another pretender in the mix. Rojo Loco says, everybody misses the fish. Come on and play. This, so the cameras are mounted. This specific camera is mounted on the ceiling, and it is very wobbly right now. Those air conditioning guys are making some commotion up there. Enough that they're wiggling my cameras. All right, Mike folds the queen deuce. Neil makes it $30 with a 5-6 in the low jack. He's kind of aggressive player, isn't he, Neil? Randy folds, Caesar folds. Folds all the way around. Neil picks it up with a 6 high, wins the blinds at $3 to his stack. I'm going to leave you guys alone for just a second so I can go make sure they know how to run that double board bomb pot when it comes up again.
Are you packed? I'm watching the kings versus queens versus. You had ace king on that one.
No,
And I had ace king also. That's great. Like three hands. Yeah, 3 hands back. Oh, we missed the bomb pop. We do it answer.
pretty good pair.
It's 50-50. I don't know.
Doing bomb fun.
Yeah, bomb pot.
Bomb pop. Yeah, it was my fault.
No, one more. There's one more.
Oh.
You like your hand that much, huh?
I was just saying, oh, no. Waiting on it. No, no.
Gentle.
Who wants to act? What you say?
gonna suggest you can check.
All right, I'm back. We just had a dealer change. In 15 minutes, you're going to see Jackie doing the dealing, and we're going to see Minnesota Mike doing the action tracker. And Andrea's going to get to take a break. So it looks like here we have another double board bomb pot that this is my fault. I did not teach them how to run a double board bomb pot on the software. So we're just going to sit back, and chip counts are going to be off. Once again, you can see she's chopping up this pot into two sections, one for the top board, one for the bottom board. Unfortunately, we cannot see any of the action.
Give you half a minute for this, the other one. Yeah. So if you want to gamble on this board, I have a flush jack five, and then I have a queen on the top.
You got a 3, buddy. You got a pair of 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a pair of three. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Aces. You got aces now.
You chopping it?
Yeah.
All right, they are chopping it. I don't know who they is, but they're going to chop it. He has a pair of threes on bottom.
You had aces.
And what was he going for on top? He had a flush that probably wasn't good enough. His opponent probably had a better flush, but he gets the bottom half with a pair of threes. Very surprising, because you're supposed to have equity on both boards when you play. If you want to lose a bunch of money, have the second nuts on one board and no equity on the second board, and just lose all of your money. If you follow me on Facebook, you can see I'm very good at doing that. If you want to take all my money, just suggest a double board Pom Pot PLO game, and it is up for grabs. Looks like Harry has stepped away from the table. Randy raised to 10. Nate called. Randy's one of my friends. I've played poker with him for about 15 years up in Minnesota, North Dakota area. He came down for the weekend just to hang out. I did see him lose a big pot. He had aces against a person who flopped top pair and rivered a flush with 8-6. It came out 8 heart, and Randy bet the whole way and ended up losing a big one. Randy just flopped 2 pair, top and bottom, versus Neil, who has top pair. Man, everything. Oh, actually, it was Neil who sucked out on him with the top pair flush draw on the outside table before we moved him to the feature table. So they're going to tangle again. And even though Neil has lost on the stream, he's still ahead for the day for a little bit. And Randy's looking to get it back. Caesar calls with the second pair, no kicker. Calls 50, 300 in the pot. Nine of diamonds. Puts backdoor diamonds out there. Nobody has a diamond. Nobody has a diamond draw. Neil does have the nut diamond. He has the best diamond if he wants to represent it, but I don't think Randy's going anywhere with 2 pair. So Caesar needs a king. Neil is drawing dead. That's another 9. Neil might think that helps him. Now he has aces and 9s with a king kicker. Checks around. Randy's going to show the best hand and pick up a $450 pot. That front door flush came home, and Randy took his foot off the accelerator.
No, I 2 pair also. Got a flush with one.
Well, depends on the kind of flush.
I might fold.
All right, we got aggression frequency. Neil, 75% in the first half hour. Mike at 0%.
Still fold, but I might fold.
He has not shown any aggression. He's not raised or led out with a bet yet. He's done some calling and some limping, but he has not shown any aggression. Nate's with 33%, Pat 50%. This is a very, very, very low sample size. This is once around the table. This is hand 10. So once around the table doesn't mean a lot. We have to play for a couple of hours before we even start to look at those frequency stats. There's Mike folding queen 10. Neil with 9 tray makes it $20 to go. Now we know where he got his 75% aggression frequency. Harry calls with queen jack. Brian's in there with an 8-10 suited. Nate's in there with an 8-10 suited. 4 ways to the flop. Neil, with the pre-flop razor, flops the best hand. Bets out 50. Nate and Brian both call with backdoor flush and a gut shot straight. This is the type of guys you can play with down here. I think the 1-2 game has a $500 max buy-in. If you want to get in on this game, let me know. Jump on Poker Atlas and sign up. Who's excited about that $50,000 guarantee we're running this weekend? $130 buy-in. Last night was the quickest we have ever been done on a day one flight. We're going to roll the clock back to level 13. I think the other ones were 15 and 17. So they're going to be really excited to come back with a lot more big blinds than they anticipated. Neil's going to raise it up to 17. We have to wait for Jackie to catch up with the action. Probably what happened here is not all of the hands were red, so the computer's still waiting. And the players are just playing like they would. And I can just imagine Jackie saying, I don't know what's going on. Just forget it. Let's just run the hand out and we'll take it up with the next one. This is why we're practicing. This is why we're practicing. Come in early, volunteer. Get some players to volunteer to play on this live stream. Give us a chance to test our equipment, test our software, practice, and they agreed to be our guinea pig, so I appreciate that. You guys. Another hand we can ignore. Not sure what happened there. We do know we have a king 7-8 tray king on the board. Fours against jack 8, and the second pair is going to win this pot. I said hat. It's a combination of hand and pot. He's going to win this hat. what do you guys like watching? Do you guys like watching low stakes poker? Do you guys like watching high stakes poker? Do you guys like watching tournaments? What do you like watching? Tony Ariel in the chat asks if we will be doing a feature table for the tournament or just the final table. We will be doing a feature table. We plan on streaming Sunday after the first break. We plan on streaming. That's why we're practicing right now. Tony says she likes watching tournaments. I like watching tournaments. So we're practicing right now so that we can stream Sunday with much better quality output. Pat calls 30. Neil 8-5 offsuit makes it 30. Gets called in 3 places. I think these guys know Neil. We got an ace, a 9, and a deuce of hearts. Mike's got the nut flush draw. He checks it. Neil has the only other heart. He's going to bet it. Pat's got no part of it. I think he's going to let it go. Brian in the 6th seat. He has top pair, top kicker, no heart. It's 50 to call. There's 173 in the pot. He just limps in. And Mike's going to call with the nut flush draw. Nine of spades does not change anything. Just going to check around. Oh, the heart gives Mike the king high flush. The board is paired. So either he's trapping or he's nervous, but irrelevant. He flips up the best hand. He's going to win a $273 pot. And we're going to take just a quick break while we swap out, put Minnesota Mike on Action Tracker. We're going to put Jackie in the box for the first time. He's practiced with me a little bit, but this is her first time in a live situation, so let's be really, really nice to her. And I'm going to step out, grab a glass of water. When they trade dealers like this every half hour, they're going to do an exact chip count to fix any of the mistakes that they had when they weren't following the hand. So I'm going to turn off the audio for just a minute.
Let's get exact chip counts from everybody. Nate, what's the chip count? $100.
I imagine we will start with a double board bomb pot on the dealer change. I know how excited that makes you guys. All right, here we go.
453.
892.
All right, they are counting chips.
478. You got 992. You got 992.
679.
I'm looking at 8 in red right now. I see 5 green. I think Brian's got 992. 992 for Brian.
Mr. 100.
Must be nice.
Where are you from, Tony? Are you from the Dallas Fort Worth area?
Yes.
Have you played in the club before? If you have not played in the club before and you want to check it out, come on down. We're right next to Walmart in Burleson, just south of Fort Worth, and tell them you watched the live stream and Eric said to give you a free daily membership. Okay, Eric said free daily membership. Oh, Tony, you were here last night. I was that really good-looking guy that came in at the end and did all the chip counts. Good job bagging. So apparently they did not do a double board bomb pot on the dealer change. Oh, here it comes. I think Mike is telling her how to do it. Okay. Now he's going to manually type it in. And they're already acting before Mike can get the. Oh, I wonder. I'm not positive why this is not working. But that's okay. We'll just skip this hand, I guess. We'll have to learn. The good thing is we don't have double board bomb pots in tournaments. We don't have straddles. We don't have people adding on their chips. We don't have anything goofy like that. We don't have the Nick game. We don't have the 7 deuce game. It's just straight poker. And that's what we will be doing Sunday when we're streaming. Hey, Tony, run up a big stack on Sunday so I can put you on my feature table, okay? Does that sound good? Make it to break with a big stack, and we'll get you on there. Appreciate it. I know you can do it. You begged last night. Are you going to play again? You've got 5 more tries to find another bag and immediately get money for your smallest bag. So if I had a small bag, if I had, let's say, 100,000, right? 50K starting stack. Let's say I have 100,000. Let's say I don't want to start with 100,000. I would come in and I would try to get like 400 or 500 to play with, and then immediately get paid for that smaller bag. There we go. Neil forgot to 496. Yeah, beautiful. Anything less than that is going to immediately turn into cash. So come on again. 496, a beautiful, beautiful bag. We're playing tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening.
Can you get over to Trump? Oh, that's right.
All right. General Manager Harry and Shift Manager Nathan coming back to the table.
It is. I believe it's Poker House Live, or you can find it on my Facebook.
My girlfriend doesn't have to. She wants to watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
There we go. Randy from North Dakota just said my girlfriend wants to watch.
It's called Poker House Live.
All right, let's see what we have going on here. Brian's got top pair. Nobody has the club to worry about. It shows we have a $0 pot. I'm not sure what's going on. She's shuffling. We're on to the next hand. Mike has to figure it out.
The game.
There we go. He reset and clicked on force start. Brian with over $1,000. Neil with 338. Down 500 for the stream, but he's still up for the day. Roller coaster ride for Neil in the 4-seat. Definitely. Oh, okay. They're doing another double board PLO bomb pot, it looks like. This does not make for good TV.
They can't keep up. Just
So while they do this, while they do this double board PLO bomb pot that they are not tracking, we will just use the time to ask me whatever you want to ask me. Jump in the chat, ask me a question. I'll see if I can answer it. I think we have 219 entries so far in the first several flights that we had. Every Friday we had a flight. 11% of that bagged each night. Tony was one of them with a 500 bag stack, 496 if you want to be exact. She played in the quickest flight, so we will rewind the clock to 4 minutes left in level 15. All right, we got a pair of 10s on the top board. We got a pair of aces on the bottom board. We don't know what anybody's holding, so it's really irrelevant what those boards are. Jackie's going to chop up those 2 pots, that pot into 2 pots. Not a lot of action. Oh, and just as I say that, Neil puts out $100, it looks like. We've got a call from Pat in the 5 seat. Well, thank you, Tony. She says, great staff, great players. You guys should check it out. I agree with Tony. Folds around. He shows an ace and a king. 3 aces, king, queen. 8, 9, 10 jack. She's got a. It looks like Pat has a straight on top, and Neil has 3 aces on bottom, and that's it. So those are very frustrating when we can't see what's going on. But like I said, we will not be running double board bomb pots on the tournament feature table Sunday. So we will be able to track all of the hands, all of the action. Everything is great.
We just traded this. Yeah, pretty much. You got the straight on the top. You got the second.
I wonder how far off these stack sizes are now. Hey, look at that. We have a new player to the table. Matt.
What clubs did you have, Nathan?
Matt Veal. I wonder if anybody gave him a microphone. He doesn't do a lot of chirping. Maybe a little bit.
4 clubs, friend.
Brian's got ace to king. Early position makes it $35. Neil calls with pocket sixes. I think that's an above average hand for Neil to play.
Give me a king or a jack.
Got the 7 jack 10. Checks around. An 8 gives Neil the straight. Brian needs a 9 to chop it. I'm sorry. I thought Neil had 9 for some reason. Never mind. Never mind at all. Brian bets his ace king. The jack 10 8 7 board does not look very good when you have 2 sixes.
Right.
It was the best hand, but it's an easy fold when your opponent is showing any kind of aggression.
Oh, really?
You just happen to have the one hand that didn't connect with that board with the ace king.
Sometimes a good.
Never mind, he had Broadway. I was thinking he needed a 9 to make a straight, but he had the top end of it. so focused on Neil's pocket nines that he did not have, I missed the actual board. Queen 10 with Caesar makes it $10. Neil calls with a 4 deuce offsuit, and then Pat makes it 60 with pocket jacks. That is, he's going to win. Raise and take it. Way to go, Pat. Way to go.
Which makes you feel more comfortable? The truth is, it's live. Live is live as can be. You got 6 viewers. 6 of them. 6 of them. Lots of love to all our viewers. Of course, you can probably hear every word I'm saying.
All right, I'm playing with the sound effects here. We have 6 viewers on Facebook and 8 viewers on YouTube. That's not too bad for a Thursday afternoon, early evening.
Oh, I won?
You were the winner, so she had to reclaim your call. They were not forthcoming.
Oh, Neil says, what are these chips for? Well, you won the hand, sir, so you get the chips. That's how this game works. He bet, everybody folded. He looked up and went, wait, what's going on here? Everybody folded? I thought this was Texas.
Next time you don't run it twice.
Well,
Well, yeah, might backfire.
it was twice that saved it.
Yeah, he said next time we won't run it twice, when actually, had he not run it twice, he would have lost the entire stack to the queen on the river. Harry looks down at pocket 5s, raises it to $10. Randy from North Dakota, pocket queens, bumps it to 40. Action's going to fold around to Neil with a Jack 7 who limps in. Neil, you are allowed to fold. It's good TV if you don't, but you are allowed to. Pat has Ace 10 suited. Harry's getting a good price with his 2-5. He's going to set mine. 163 in the pot. We are 4 ways. Queens are the best hand on a king high board. Just going to check around. Oh, 7 of hearts. Gives backdoor nut flush draw to Pat. Since nobody bet the flop, Randy's going to take a stab at it. Did he bet 25? That was that a no, he bet $25 into 200 something. Neil calls with 3rd pair and Pat bumps it to 225. That's a real bet. That's a real bet. Now Randy has to decide, is he slow playing that king on the flop from the button, which does not make sense, or did he just turn a flush draw? Does he have some kind of 2 pair? Doesn't make sense. Did he turn a straight draw? Does he have a 9-10? Does he have a 5-6? What's going on here? And this is not an easy call. $200. He's getting just over 2 to 1 on his money. He could be drawing dead. if Pat has a king. He is suspicious right now. I predict Randy folds right now. $200 is a lot of money to go broke with second pair. Any takers want to bet me? He's looking them up and down. Looking at the board. Are you on a flush draw? Do you have the king? Pat does have one overcard and a flush draw. Randy's going to fold. He chuckled. He just doesn't want to snap fold, make it look easy. I think that $25 bet made him look really weak in Pat's eyes. But maybe if he bets 100, Pat leads out for the 300 and he bloats the pot for no reason. So I really don't hate I really don't hate the play. Just an awkward stack size bet. He does let it go, and of course Neil folds.
I almost reshuffled, but I feel like you have a flush draw.
Perfect read. Randy says, I almost reshoved. I feel like you have a flush draw.
He was trying to stop it.
And Neil says, yeah, that $25 was a blocker bet. You were trying to prevent that, and it didn't work out the way you planned it. Yeah, Tony
You
says,
had like 9-10.
Tony Lorenzer on Facebook says, LOL, how is the Sunday night final table live on a Thursday night?
Yeah, I almost reshuffled,
That's
but
because
feel
I
like
did
you
not
I feel like
fix
you had a flush
the, yeah, that was my fault.
draw. I feel like you bets the king on the flop because you last act.
That was definitely my fault. Let's listen to Randy. He says, I feel like he bet the king on the flop. I think he had a flush draw.
And then the turn comes, it brings the hearts. It could redraw hearts.
Exactly right, Randy. Your read was exactly right on.
Badge or no badge?
And if he had
Definitely could have flopped a set, but the flush draw is the most reasonable.
See, Nate, plus one for badge.
Flop the set?
Plus one for badge.
Yeah, folded. Thank you.
I have a no badge.
Yeah, that's the only two hands that he can have. He has either air with
Getting
a
told
flush draw
bad.
or he flopped the set and the only sets he can really have. He doesn't have kings there. He's betting at 3, so he has 3 started 7.
Is that Neil's $20 out there? Let me see if I've got a defensible hand for
43
10
with
big
threes.
blinds here.
I haven't played
See some cards.
so I don't know.
I check all flops to you though.
That could be fine.
All right. Only call if I have something better.
Either way, you win. It was a good, great bet. Sorry I took so long to fold.
Thank you.
I guess they'll
That's
see
about
you
where you want to be in life.
Yeah.
I checked.
I mean, I was super close to shoving. No, I had 2 queens.
No, there's a king out there.
There's a king out there. That's the only reason I
I'll
folded.
check.
So either the king helped him or it hurt him.
An ace.
There you go.
There it is.
You can't watch it yet, though.
No.
You can't watch it yet.
You should tell him. He's gonna be able to see honestly.
I'll probably forget about it anyways.
Maybe
Ace 10 suits. Ace 10 hearts.
That's what I thought.
There you go. You made the right read. Everybody else, they suck.
Yeah, I figured that.
You're the best guy.
I knew that.
Yeah.
What was your fault?
I had
Queen.
2 queens.
Oh, queen.
2 black queens. If I
That
had
ace 10 hearts.
if I had the queen of hearts, maybe I might.
King high
might
double
call him.
hardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I knew his range. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Ace 10 hearts.
Yeah, makes sense now. Good bet.
He read it right from the beginning. He read it right from the beginning. Good read.
But you have to call anyways if I reshove.
Of course.
So that's the other part.
Yeah.
Then I got him.
Yeah, you're only in for a quarter plus. What
Yeah.
was the pre-fund action?
I made it 40.
Oh, that's right.
You went 10. I went 40. Noah's combos are pretty strong once he does that.
Yeah, one of those attitudes. No. Where'd he go? He's having a rough day. He's having car trouble and everything.
Yeah, you made the right read.
It's just you're in a
that
great
you
spot. I can't do
Are
it.
you gonna call if I miss it, but then I push it?
Exactly.
Of course you gotta call after that.
Well, that's what I said though. If I'm
He
calling
doesn't
on
have
Janet,
shot.
yeah.
He
That's
doesn't
what
like
he
those
plays.
hands to me.
And then maybe we run the river twice or something. I don't know, but I'm just.
Well, honestly, we're just trying to get something going on the internet for the next couple days while we got these flights going on. You know, don't get the overlay 'cause it's coming. Kind of thing. Anything we can do, right? It's the only tactical advantage we have. We have this setup going, so might as well try it. Also, people need practice.
My mistake was leaving the 25 and opening myself to giving raise because I probably can call whatever bet you put in. But when you raise, it looks like it's super strong. So then I almost have to fold.
You know, I'm not betting 2.5. I probably bet like 55, 60, 70,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, and then I can call that. Maybe.
What are the odds of picking up plus 100?
That I don't know. He also still has the
Bueller.
ace live too.
Bueller. This has been dead air. You guys unable to hear me? I need to get my volume up a little bit, I think. Well, I guess that just gives me the opportunity to run through all this promo again. We got our cash game going tonight. That's what's up on the stream here. In preparation for Flight G of our 50K that we're playing tonight. $130 buy-in for a $50,000 guarantee. You come down, you fire a flight. We're going to play down to 11.6% of the field, or about 1 in 9. About 1 in 9 players from each flight are going to advance to day 2. You advance to day 2, you are guaranteed in the money. And then if you advance to day 2 multiple times, whichever bag you achieve that has the most chips is the one that you'll get to play with on day 2, and then that other bag that you leave behind will pay you a min cash for. You can do that over and over and over again. We got 5 flights left. This one tonight, 6:15 p.m. start time. Plus 2 tomorrow, 2 on Saturday. Morning flight and an evening flight. 10:15 start for the morning. 6:15 start for the evening. And then that's it. We're heading into day 2. We've got 217 entries so far in this thing. We need 500. We got 5 flights left, so maybe, just maybe, there's going to be some Poker House overlay money in here. So come on down, get yourself a piece of it.
Good luck.
I tell you right now, if the royal card comes down,
Oh, I was at the table for this one. I haven't stepped off yet. This one's kind of a doozy here. Pat's got aces. Neil's in there with 6-4 and then 6-4. Coming on the flop, flopping Neil 2 pair. He's going to check it nice and slow. Pat makes a pot-sized bet. Neil snap shoves on him. Pat calls and sees the bet.
He bet 120. I went all in. I mean, I called. He went all Something like that.
128.
Yeah.
120.
Yep, we got that action right. On the flop, it goes check, bet 120, Neil, check raises, 245 all in.
Knowing my luck test, I'm probably
You're
Pat
holding.
calls, here's the run out.
Knowing your luck today, it's an easy hold.
That's
An easy hold indeed.
I mean, you can make a lot of straights.
Neil with the 2 pair gets it in. I've got lucky earlier to keep my stack. When Neil and I got it in, queens versus kings.
We get a lot more of the suit eights around here. 8-5 suited.
That was
8-6
after having to fold top set to him in the bomb pot previous. When straight came in on the turn. And I didn't have any part of the other board that was paired. So maybe a bad fold. I don't know. He showed me the queen jack. He could put a 10 under there too. Guess I'll have to go back and watch it.
Two players had aces, because of course they did. He had 5-8 suited. Flop had 3 5s on it. He's up against another guy with king 5. And then he ruby turns to both with the 8-5 suited. Drags like a $5,000 pot. Yeah, he has king 5. So he was already, yeah, he hit the 80.
I do. What's it called? Where's the first step?
That was a $5,000 pot.
Oh my
That was
god.
the biggest pot I've seen. We were like 1-2. And he was like last in also. It was like 5 guys are in. He's got like
aces.
$60 to get this pot. And
The
he's
aces were the only hands that should have actually been.
like $890.
I didn't lie to
know.
you.
But tell them the other three. 5-8.
It was just a bunch of nonsense, and then 2 players
And
with
then
aces.
one of them had.
One of them had queens. No, there was an under pair.
Oh,
There was like 2 aces, a pair with queens, a guy
No,
with
but you
queens
said
just
if our
trying
face
to
comes,
hold
you
on.
did.
Yeah.
You lied because you're not
And
dead.
everybody else with paper napkins.
Go against aces, aces,
Yes, sir.
queens,
Aces, aces, and queens. So if they improve, it's not going to use every aces.
It's just like,
That was a lovely bit. It's actually right there. Like first, you hear the word 6 ways all in 3.
the worst part is 2% aces and finish third place.
Well, Nathan, you'll be happy to learn that the volume wasn't on when we were talking earlier. I just got the volume going. Now you can say hello for real. This is Nathan's favorite thing in the entire world. Say hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Nathan is actually a stream veteran, despite his grumblings about getting in the booth here. He worked with me at Bellagio on the Bellagio Pot stream. And then, what other streaming did you do, Nathan? You did some other streaming, right?
Here and there back in the day.
Some final tables back in the day.
Sure did.
What properties?
At Bellagio, I dealt the WPT 5 Diamond final table, and
How can I help
during my
you, sir?
first summer at the World Series, I
Can you
built a
come hang
couple
out with us?
televised tables as well.
That is awesome.
I know. We appreciate it. $400.
I had a vote.
So Nate and I were in this game earlier, helping it go. But now we're both up, getting ourselves ready for that 50K flight tonight.
All right, first we need your opinion.
Nathan's been having kind of a day. You want to tell us about the day you've been having, Nathan?
Been having truck problems, frustrating. I also played this game for 3 hours, and I did not drive a single block.
Nate, we're +1 for no bet.
Equally frustrating.
I did, though.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Take it.
Nathan proposed to the table that everyone that had pocket aces more than one time today should raise their hand.
And Lord knows you're going to need one of these.
I raised my hand.
There were a couple people who raised their hands.
Oh well, what can you do?
I'll say the same disclaimer that I always say, that if I suck out on you, you better go ahead and berate me. Because if you suck out on me, I'm berating you.
Oh boy.
What do you want? 400.
So it begins. You have Mr. Jason Loving coming into the game here.
Yeah.
About the time I make my
Purposes
exit.
only. I want y'all to know that. This is for entertainment purposes only.
For all 6 of
There
our
he is,
viewers.
the mayor.
Yeah, for all however many viewers we got going right now.
How many do we have going? We have 7 viewers going right now. We appreciate the heck out of every single one of you.
Hadn't seen you in forever.
Yes, sir.
You still been out in West Texas?
That's right.
If you can't win
Nate,
your
this is your last hand at the table, isn't it?
Yep.
I thought you were involved in it. What's going on here?
I knew that I had to pick up this hand, and I'm stuck piles, so I knew that my VPIP was going to be 100 regardless of my holdings. as you'll soon see.
Great strategy. Oh
Neil
no.
raises it up with a 3-deuce offsuit, dirty diaper. And I have him crushed with a 7-5.
Yes, you do. Mayor's got the 4-3 suited, a hand I'm particularly fond of. Also, one that I managed to check raise Nate with earlier on that Queen 7 Deuce 2 Diamonds board. We folded a face up Queen to me, and that felt good.
Sure it did.
Now, how else am I going to play my hand there, Nate? What's going on here? Oh, so this is the last hand. All right. For you, at
I
least.
have about the same behind.
For you, yeah. 3 and change.
These are made at 125, and the mayor calls with 3-4. Full club.
What you have?
4 high.
The 3-4 of green.
Veteran play.
300.
No, you know, it's the puppy dog feet are lucky.
Easy math.
Straight draw incoming. Oh, no.
Really?
That is not a board for the mayor. Wow.
Guess you hit that.
Actually not.
Telling him the truth. He certainly did not hit it.
He did have better than 4 high, though.
Yes, he did.
Sure did. Yep.
We're going to get a couple hands in here with the mayor before we have to go take care of that flight. Already starting out with 100% BPIP. As he likes to say, if you can't win the first one, you can't win them all.
Get this straight.
Well, he definitely tries to, like, definitely wants to win them all.
Yeah.
It seems that way.
Make it like double board.
I have a feeling he's going to try to win them all. To take
4-3
after-
suited
to take
is a
after
nice
Neil.
little holding. He and Neil are going to mix it up, that's for sure. He and Neil are going to bang some heads in this cash game.
Here you go, raising it up. 5-9 off.
Call in position from Chrissy. You got very reasonable ace-9 of clubs. Take some hands like that into your calling range and position.
Verbal, right?
I'm just saying. Yeah. Hey, don't tell me. All right.
No, I'm just saying.
Here comes Neil with the jack tray of clubs.
Coming in with a 3-bet.
I'm staying out.
3-bet out of position for the min click. Little pot builder.
I did nothing but call you. I'm saying, does this make people like act weird on live stream or something? I mean, I
Maybe.
don't quite understand what the heck's going on. Edgar's over here with Ace King going ahead and jamming. Can you check?
I don't know if he figured out that his opponent had ace king or was shown it. Some well-timed aggression from Mary. Takes down his first pot, $81.
Takes the pot down with the worst hand.
Slaughter.
He had pocket eights.
You had me dominated. The heck did y'all let Brian come in here and do? That's my boy.
He's been quiet since.
Brian will
No,
sneaky
he's
build a
always
stack
quiet.
every
You kidding me?
single
It's like-
day.
No, a couple.
Brian's one of our daytime regulars. Comes in here to play that morning free roll tournament we've gotten off the ground for the last 6 weekdays in a row.
Lunchtime free roll.
The lunchtime free roll. $0 entry, $10 dealer add-on gets you 10,000 in chips. At any point you have 10,000 or less, you can buy 20K for $25. Then we got some add-ons at the break. Cool new morning offering over here at the poker house.
Remember I got you at 6 doors? I think from you at 6 full nights. Oh, feel it.
45.
$500 guaranteed in that lunchtime free roll.
Hit it big. Dude comes in with
You did?
7 deuces.
Okay.
Mayor made a pair. He's coming in hot.
You have it.
Yeah.
Caesar raised him. You know, to let it go.
I was about to say. No.
I just hit it. So it's hard to make a pair.
Really? Damn.
Pretty surprised to see him fold middle pair and a backdoor flush draw.
He made it 40 and got raised to 100 here.
He just cold called 120 with 4 highs.
$60. No, yeah. $60 to win.
If it can build, I'll get back in. But
220, something like that.
yeah, there was.
Yeah, but there will be all the small flights until
Yeah,
the
it's
weekend.
mechanically.
Yeah, he did.
Mini catch would be more with less people. Mini catch probably only gonna be like 260 to 320.
Probably better hand a check call with for pretty much that reason. You don't want to get blown off your equity.
In
For
my
sure.
flight, there was a total of 1.5 million, and I bagged for 494.
Oh, man.
So 33%.
Yeah.
Of the,
That's probably as good as it's been a game. Well,
Yeah.
average going in is about 250, 270, right?
so there's no real incentive for me. I mean, I may play again.
But what I'm saying is,
These guys are talking about the flights in this 50K guaranteed tournament we got coming up. Mayor bagged about 500,000 chips in his flight. That's a good number. He's considering whether or not he's going to fire a bullet or two and try and chase that min cash, maybe run it up a little bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty try flop.
And we were on like 600. So one
Yeah, but
night, just like
normal.
we lost like
on
700.
a normal
You know, Randy's gonna bet and everyone's gonna fold.
And then a couple
But there's still
That is what you would think. How big did he make it here?
It's like a third pot.
Yeah, that's not bad. Generally, you want to keep it a little smaller, multi-way. Also, on a board like this, you do want to keep some people in there, so maybe 25 or 30. Keep a little swimmer on the line. But yeah, I think the Mayor's going to end up letting this go. He could be a non-believer. Nah. Get it in there.
Well, if you couldn't call, mine was better. Yeah, the jack.
You playing tonight?
I didn't think so when you asked me what kicker was, but I figured you knew
It
that.
starts at 2. The restart at 2. We are playing for free. It's a restart at 2. 2 on Sunday? Yeah. I wish it was earlier. It's still 2. The restart?
That's what I was told.
But it's 2. On here it said 2. I'll look again, but I thought it was 2. 2 o'clock. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. But on this thing, Saturday, Sunday.
Talking about the restart time for day 2 of the 50K. It is 2 p.m. is the restart time. So So if you qualify for day 2 after bagging chips up, first of all, you are in the money.
Restart.
I didn't want to leave you hanging.
And second of all, yep, the restart is at 2 p.m.
On here.
It's Sunday,
Right?
14th.
Am I reading it
Yes,
wrong?
sir.
Come on down, pick up a bag. We'll see you Sunday.
Right. Martin Luther King weekend. Everybody's got off on Monday. No excuses.
Holiday weekend. No better time
Right.
to partake in
Yeah, that's true. You can't play that.
$50,000 festivities.
Yeah, especially with how big LeBron gets.
I think we're going to see the mayor back here and take the spot.
They're gonna start off at least
Here it comes.
4-8 in the lowest, 11-12. They finished yesterday.
That's indeed what happens.
We've got nothing that she can call with.
Aggression goes a long way.
Yeah, might have been worth a little bet from her in position on the turn there when she picks up that gutter ball. Best case scenario, it sets you up to drill it, fills your pot a little bit. Also, you can take a pot down with queen high there. Not too shabby. Take a pot down with queen high. And if you barrel there on the turn, it does set you up to be able to
You'll
bluff
be
the
blinded
river.
out by then for going down. Don't matter how if you bag
When
the
you
biggest.
sit back there, there's probably no great opportunity for her to bluff, and also it leaves the door open for Mayer, who smells weakness, take it down by leading out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I expect him to bet almost all of his holdings. He's had a check on the turn.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no sense in sitting that one. Not at all.
I mean, I could always like yo.
Normal raise here from the King Jack suited from Chrissy. Ooh, we got cards.
Mayor's got a real hand, and the election is just flat.
Monday, Tuesday, 20.
Keep it disguised. Keep it guessing.
Yeah.
Great flop for Chrissy, top pair, and the number 2 kicker, backdoor spade draw.
Chichi's already saying that they don't want
She's going to bet into a pot of,
Yeah, that's
you want about half pot.
too cold.
I don't think Brian's going anywhere with his up and down straight draw.
Really? Well, yeah,
Really?
Monday's Martin Luther King, but then on Tuesday morning,
Oh yeah.
they were looking, they're like,
Yep.
Especially if the ice is on.
There, surrendered his holdings and then would have drilled it on the turn.
They get scared. They're like, no, we can't hurt the kids.
Accidents.
Another half pot size bet from Chrissy.
School buses can't get up them hills.
That's going to be the winner.
That's the big thing. The bus.
Brian knows when to stop chasing.
But I mean, they could throw some chains on. I don't know what they scared about. They do it up north.
that's right.
Yeah, my girlfriend just texted me and she said it was 5 degrees back where I was in North Dakota.
School's not canceled.
No, school's not canceled.
That's what my aunt is.
5 degrees in North Dakota. My gosh, I heard we're about to get some cold weather down here. Not what I signed up for. I don't know about you.
I thought that Texas was warm all the time.
My understanding is that they go through a thing called Texas winter, where the temperature plummets for approximately 7 days, and then it's 60 degrees until Easter, when it plummets again for 3 or 4 days, and then you get every season all at once.
We'll take this beautiful Texas weather over 5 degrees. North Dakota uphill both ways.
Oh yeah. I come from the Philadelphia area. I've had enough slush for a lifetime.
Being from the Northeast, I feel that pain.
Slush is what's left over after you get 6 inches of snow and it starts to melt and then turns all brown, gets pushed to the side of the road. Not great for your car either.
Randy flops top air, and nobody really has anything. I'm going to see him just bet and take it down.
Well, pot.
Everyone loves a bomb pot.
He said, what
It's more so the board.
I know.
So when I put the board out, if it doesn't read one card, I can't do anything else after that. That's what we keep getting hung up on.
Got Miss Jackie in the box here helping us out, dealing, learning the ropes of this live stream here. We're going to be doing a lot more of these going forward. Hopefully getting up to about 3 a week or so, we'll feature some tournament play. We put a stream game together with some faces you're likely to recognize, and then also we're going to be doing about 1 a week where it's just first come first serve. So come on down on like a Friday night. I'm going to pop on this live stream and play in a way that you can go back and see later. A lot of folks talk about that. They come out on the live stream, go home, watch themselves, and really learn some things about the way they play, the way their opponents play. It's a good starting point to do some studying, I guess, learn some things.
The lights, right?
Looks like, oh, it's not green, but she's gotta go ahead and burn one, and then put out a clock on the top of it. Yep. And then put out a clock on the second clock without burning. It didn't show up at all? Give me a second.
So we do have a burn card there on this bomb pot. Usually we run our bomb pots in this house without the first burn card. Leaves us open to be able to run a 4-card bomb pot 10-handed or a 5-card bomb pot with 8 players at the table. When we burn that first card, it many times takes the card count to get through our hand up to exactly 53, which is of course one too many. So because the purpose of a burn card is to sort of protect the integrity of the top of the deck in between rounds of betting, we have done away with that first burn card in a bomb pot, given that there's no round of betting in between when we pitch cards and when we put the flop out. It's all very fluid. I think a change like this is coming for some other bomb pot environments, namely the WSOP this season upcoming. I'm pretty sure this is how their procedure is going to go. Little birdie told me. Yes, obviously there we had 2 Queen of Clubs showing for a moment, but then that was corrected. Top board has the Queen Trace 7 2 clubs. Bottom board is 7 9 6 rainbow.
8 seat calls. Folds around. We have 3 players in the pot.
These bomb pots are a little tough on our system, but they're a really integral part of what we do for cash play. So we're gonna have to get this system to figure it out sooner or later. No better time than now. Neil's got a 6. Pretty good on this board here. 2 6s on the bottom board. He's got the case 6. You can see he's not going anywhere.
Neil doesn't strike me as the kind of player that folds your kind.
Certainly not. Well, that 8-6 that he's got made 8 and a piece for a 10 high straight here. So if he doesn't have any holdings underneath that improve him to a full house, given that he's got that case 6, that's the strength of his hand. Yep. Oh, he had it on the flop, that 10 high straight.
Yeah, straight, flop is straight.
8 and a piece takes the bottom, 10 high straight, and it looks like 5 and a piece takes the top, 7 high straight. And Neil and the Mayor are going to chop this one up. All right, we're going to abandon you guys for a few minutes here. It is 11 our time. We got this flight G of the 50K starting at 6:15. So we're going to go check and make sure we got all our ducks in a row to get that thing going. And then we'll be back for some more cash game action.
Thanks for tuning in.
He flopped a nut straight, turned a 2 pair, and then rivers of faults. And he had to open a straight flush from the other.
He flip a straight, I mean, flush draw too.
Oh, he was on a flush draw as well?
On top. Flop a straight on the bottom.
Oh, for flubs.
Yeah, flop.
Yeah, I had spades.
Yeah, yeah, open.
This is the last hand on the screen. Move to your same seat on the table 7 after this hand. I'm gonna get you racks. Let me do one more hand.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure, Dad. Second to last name. Alright.
Everybody heard it's the last hand. We're all getting some action in there.
No, second to last name.
Second to last name.
No, I was on the straight draw.
Alright, here's your hand.
This could be yours.
Yeah, your first action.
How much is it?
130. Enough that if you lose, you don't feel like you lost that much.
I certainly wish I was the guy in the big money right now. I wish I knew everybody was folding. I'd call them blind too.
You folding, Brian?
Nobody has this game.
Appreciate it, bro.
I just have an ace.
Maybe. Thank you.
No ace, no ace. I feel like I have 6-4.
Yeah.
I feel like you have hearts.
I've been getting 9-6 all night.
Oh my.
You probably have a heart.
Remember to leave your microphone at the table, please? Ooh, this been necessary. Oh, he's gotta stay. I told you I'm getting 9-6 all night.
Now you gotta stick around for a little bit.
I'm going all in again. Microphones.
You got the